everyone, and welcome back to Wicked Art. It's Wicked here, and it is Tiny Tuesday. So I figure we can draw Mickey Mouse today, but a much cooler version, in my opinion, is Mickey Mouse from the game Kingdom Hearts. So we are going to draw that today. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with the head. So we're going to sketch out a circle. Okay, so we got ourselves a nice little circle here. So next thing I want to do is we want to kind of establish the cheeks on the face. So we're going to kind of come out from the circle a little bit and come down. Do the same thing on the other side here. Okay. And then the next thing I want to do is we're going to kind of make him with his head tilted. So we're going to kind of curve a line down for this part of the face. So let's kind of curve that around. Right inside of there. And then what we can do is we can go from the cheeks here, kind of curve that in. Like that. Okay. And now from the cheek, what we can do is we can let's kind of curve that in just a little bit more. Okay. And then we will simply arch around like that. And then we're going to curve this down. So I'm going to draw like a little curve over. And we're going to take that down towards the center. And then we're going to curve that back up that way. So let's do the same thing. Let's come in from the cheek here, kind of curve it in some. All right, and now we're going to take it and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to kind of curve out and go up with it. Try to keep it the same height. Okay, so we need to come up to about right here. Then I'm going to kind of curve again from in front of that and just take that down and meet it right inside of there. Okay, and now we can establish the rest of the head. So I'm going to come out here to the cheek here. Okay, we're going to kind of curve in just a little bit. And then I'm going to take it up over the top. And we're going to stop in the center there. Again, I'm going to kind of come out in from the cheek. And we're just going to go down and meet that right inside there. So let's go ahead and let's clean up our sketchy lines. Okay, so the circle lines we got right in here, we can clean those up. Okay, now next thing I want to do is we want to kind of establish the eyes. So I can come here to this center point right here, and we can come out this way. Okay, and come on this side, and we'll do the same thing. So he's going to kind of have a mean, stern look to him. And we're just going to put a little arch right inside of there. And then if we just come down below that a little bit, we can kind of put an ovular shape for our nose. Okay, so now we have kind of like a mean looking Mickey. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to refine those lines. Now refinement is just darkening and solidifying our line work. That way we can make it look less sketchy. And more nice and clean. Okay, I'm not going to do any shading on this picture just because I like to leave the option open if you want to color. So now I can kind of just go around and clean up the excess sketchy lines. Again, just so it looks nice and clean. And then just finish refining the line work on the face. Okay, so now we got some nice clean lines in here. Okay, we'll do the eyes up real quick. And then we want to put his actual black pupils in there. So the only two things that I'm going to fill in black are going to be the nose and the eyes. So you just fill those in nice and solid. That way they stand out. And then we can come in here on the nose and we can do the same thing. We're just going to color that in. And then the rest of everything else is just going to be left white. Just again, so if you want to color that in, you're able to do that. Let's just make sure that's nice and solid in there. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the ears on Mickey's head. Okay. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to kind of come over here to like where the eyebrow is. And we can kind of sketch out some big round ears for the top. Okay, so I can solidify that once I'm done. And then we just simply go to the other side and do the same thing. You want to try your best to keep the circle the same size. And that can be a little challenging, but it's okay. If it's a little bit bigger, it'll be all right. Okay, so I'm going to solidify that line. Just refine it up, and then we'll get rid of those sketchy lines, and then we'll move forward from there. Okay, so next thing I want to do is we want to kind of start establishing the arms and the body. So let's come out here. We'll go ahead and establish the collar on his outfit. And the way we'll do that is just kind of make it come out from underneath the face. Again, we're trying to make it look like he's leaned forward. Okay, and then we can kind of do the same thing from this side, but we'll turn it so that the body's turned. Like that. And then we'll just add in 2 more lines right in here. I'm going to clean up some of this sketchiness I got left behind. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is we're going to come right here next to the collar. Let's do this. Let's shorten this up some. Let's come down right into there. Okay, and then we're going to curve a line around and come out for the shoulder. Okay, and then we'll just kind of round down the next part of the arm sleeve. Okay, and then since we got shorter arms, we're going to go ahead and put the glove there. And then we'll bring the strap out and just kind of have that round off right here. And we'll put a thin line going across that way. Okay, so now I'm going to take this out, come down to the glove, and we're just going to round that down. All right, and then we're going to take our glove out, make a finger. Now the finger is going to be a little bit bigger just because it's closer to us. So let's kind of round that out like that and run that over. Then I can simply bring out the other finger. And Mickey Mouse only has the 4 fingers. We're not really going to see the thumb in this image. Well, no, we can kind of sneak it in the background. That way it doesn't look like he's just got 3 fingers sticking out. So let's kind of stick the thumb right inside here. Like that. Okay. So now we're going to take and kind of round out a strap here with a buckle. And we'll take that up. And we will just, we'll have that kind of round down to the finger right here. Okay, and we're going to have a small part of the shoulder right inside there. Okay, and then from this side we're going to see some of that buckle as well. Just like that. Okay, now with most of the Kingdom Hearts characters, they do have that zipper design. So I'm going to put that zipper top right in here. Okay, and we'll put like a little curve right inside there. And then we'll just run a line down like that. And we'll make these little zipper lines down the side. Okay, now let's just give it a white edge. Like that. All right, and now we're going to work on the legs. So that's going to come out just a little bit here, and then we're going to put his pocket right inside here. Okay, and we're going to come down to about right here with 2 lines. And then we're going to make another buckle. So we'll just erase out the center of that. And then just simply make a square inside of there. A little strap. And we'll come right off with our pocket. And we'll take that down that way. We'll kind of add an edge right there just to make it look a little bit more 3D. Okay. And we're going to come down this way. The pants. And just angle those back. Kind of come up. And then we'll stretch that out across the bottom here. So he's going to have like a bend in his leg. And then we'll draw the other end of the pants down this way, extend it out just a little bit more. We'll come out from the glove right here. Then again, we'll kind of make our pocket. Kind of come out. And go this way. We'll make our little strap come down. Right to the buckle. Then have our little triangular piece kind of come off here. Have that go down. And again, just kind of give it an edge right there. And we'll kind of come out from behind that a little bit. Just like that. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to add another set of zippers. Like I said, you obviously have zippers all over the place. Okay, so we'll add our little zipper lines right down in there. And we'll have that round down underneath into the pants. Now we do need to kind of add a little bit of one right there. And then the same thing here, we'll round that down. And we have that put into place. Okay. Now we do need to make it look like we have the jacket here kind of coming down. So that's going to kind of curve down past the fingers right here. Like that. And then we have the edge of it, so we'll cross in front of our zipper right there. Okay, and then I'm going to have a little bit of an edge right here. And we'll cut that in. And then down in here, we'll have a little bit of it kind of go back that way, like that. All right, so now we can move on to our feet down here. I know we have to do the other hand, but because I'm going to make him holding this keyblade, we're going to save that for last. So let's come down here to the leg down here. We're going to make a very small kind of rounded line, but we want the top of the shoe right here. So we'll make this kind of like a rainbow shape right there. Okay, and then we're going to come out this way around the leg. So now we can adjust that line. And we'll kind of round that down. Let's put a little buckle right here just for reference. And we'll go back. and just kind of round that like that there. Okay, and we'll come back this way, and then we'll just round off a piece right there for the shoe. Okay, and then we'll take a little strap back like that, and we'll do the same thing right there. And then we're going to kind of do the strap on this shoe right here real quick. I'm going to kind of put that in place just so I know where it starts. And then I'm just going to kind of round out. He's going to have these really big shoes. We're going to round that back like this, and then we can kind of close that off. Okay. Now I want to give the shoe a sole, and I don't mean the one inside of your body. I'm talking about the sole of the shoe here. So we're going to take that back, and then it's going to come off the strap here and run like that there. So we'll take this down into the sole of the shoe and just kind of have that wrap back around the back like that. Okay, and then we want to put these straps along the front of the shoe as well. So we kind of wrap it like that there, and then we'll have it come out this way and kind of curve down. And again, we're going to form a buckle. Okay, so we're going to kind of take that down like that and have that run down into the shoe. Okay, so that should take care of everything on that foot. Let's come over to the other side. So we're going to do this same kind of little buckle piece right here, but we're not going to see as much of it, so we're going to put that in like that right there. And then I'm going to come out from here and get my strap to go down. So we're just going to kind of come out, and then we'll arch that down this way. Okay, and then from there I can kind of come out, and we can do, let's bring it out just a little bit more. As we come out this way, we can kind of come down with it, and we can kind of arch around this way, and we will just take that back, and I'm just going to refine my lines a little bit. Okay, now right inside of here we're going to have our little buckle, so I know where my strap starts. So again, we'll just put like a little buckle right here, and then we'll end our strap that way. Okay, so now let's come down into the sole of the shoe, kind of round that over like that, and we'll work our way towards the back here. And round that in there. Now I'm going to start here because we want this strap to go over the top. So I'm going to start there like that and wrap that in there. And we're going to come over here and just finish our strap off that way. Okay, we just need to add one more line right inside there. And now we have our second shoe. So now we can get into the key blade and the hand and finishing this off. So we're going to start up here by the cheek. Kind of come down with the hand. Now we're going to do like a simple form of this. So I'm just going to make this big kind of arch right here and kind of take that forward. And then from there, I can bring out my hand a little bit. So as you can see, I just add this little line right here that can be part of the glove. Kind of fix that corner right there. All right, and then I can come out this way and arch down, and we'll close off that part of the handle for the keyblade. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to kind of stretch out this line just a little bit. So another arch. Okay, so we'll go forward a little and draw that piece out. And then we'll take this out some. And connect that there. Now before I finish off the rest, let's go ahead and get the inside of this keyblade. So let's kind of come up right here. And then we're going to take that back to the cheek. Okay. Then we want to give it an underside edge like that there. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to come down here to the bottom and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this out this way and run that back. Now we're not going to see the underside of that one, so we can leave that alone. Okay, and now I'm going to come down and close that piece off. And then watch this. All I have to do is turn it into a circle, and that'll be the end of that keyblade. And then I can kind of arch out like this. I'm going to put a slight little curve in here and round that off right there, and then take that back like that. Okay, and then I want to give this an edge, so we're going to kind of curve that in. I'm just going to put a little circle right here, so that'll be that piece of the keyblade there. Okay, and then we're simply going to just take this down and kind of round that down there at the end. And again, we're just going to kind of round out right there, and we'll put another circle in there. Okay, now let's make an arch at the end right here. Kind of round that, and then we can reconnect that right inside there. That way it looks like it's attached. Okay, so we're going to make a little curve here. And we're going to make a keychain for that there. All right, so let's kind of take that down. And we'll curve that way. Oops, I dropped my pencil. And then we're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to kind of wrap that out. Go down with it a little bit. Right inside of there. Again, we can stretch that out. Kind of come around the back side. And make sure we erase out so it looks like it's going through there. Okay. And then we're going to do one more. Kind of draw that in there like that. And then right here at the top, so I kind of lied, we're going to do one more, but we're not going to connect the bottom right here. Okay, we're going to kind of draw an ear and then an ear. And we'll make this kind of Mickey Mouse keychain piece. Like that, down at the end. Okay. So now, all that's left to do is we need to follow this out the other side. So this would extend back and come out of the cheek. So let's come out of the cheek right here. And we'll take that back. Right there. And we're going to come out this way. And do the same thing. Now we won't go quite as far because what we're going to do now is we're going to come down and we're going to make our keyblade shape. Okay, so I'm going to come out at an angle right here and put a circle like that. I'm going to come up, kind of make this diamond shape right here. And then again, I'm going to kind of round that out and go up at an angle and then come down. And then we'll bring that out right inside here. So what we'll do is we'll put like a little line right here just to show the edge that's kind of coming off the middle there. And then we'll kind of round that out right inside of there. Okay, so last thing we need to do is just make it thick. Give it a 3D look. So we'll just kind of take a line back right there. Take a line back there. And right there. Okay. So now the last step is the thing that I like to do. I like to thicken up the outside edge to make it pop. So while I'm doing that, I just want to take this time to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate you. I don't view you as subscribers, I view you as students. I used to be an art teacher and I love having students. And I love teaching people how to draw different things. So if you could do me a favor, and this is for you, not for me, even though comments do help out a channel on YouTube, that's not my concern. My concern is giving you the things that you want to see. So if you could do me a favor and leave me a comment on what you want to see on any of it, whether it's Tiny Tuesdays or Fun Draw Fridays or Monday Art Lesson, Digital Wednesday ideas, leave a comment and I will make a video. Just last couple weeks ago I had a viewer request about studying my favorite comic book artist and trying to break down his style, and then I took it and tried to replicate it into my own. So I always respond back to everybody who responds or leaves a comment, and it's much appreciated. I love interacting with everyone. So if you could leave a comment down there, it really helps me, not just the channel growth, but it really helps me guide the channel to fit more of what you want to see for artwork that you want to know how to draw. And it can be anything. You can request anything, obviously within reason. Don't come at me with some crazy, disgusting thing to to draw. But just anything along the line of characters or certain art techniques that you want to know how to do. Because other than that, if you don't leave a comment for me and let me know what you want to see, I'm probably just going to keep on winging it like I've been doing. But either way, if you just want to leave a comment and just tell me how I'm doing, or whether you liked it or not, that'd be cool too. Like I said, I love interacting and hearing from everyone. And I'm just going to kind of refine these as I go. But yeah, like I said, and to all the new subscribers, I really appreciate you subscribing. And if you're new here and you like what you saw and you like these step-by-step videos, and that's something else you can leave in the comment. Maybe you don't want to see step-by-step videos. Maybe you just want to see a time-lapsed explanation instead of seeing the whole thing played out. Like I said, this channel is for you, the viewer. It's not for me. So as you can see, as I go around this image, you can see by thickening up the line, it makes the character pop more. And then as I see other lines that look a little faded or not as refined, I'll go in there and darken them up just so that they stand out more against the image. But I always like to do this because, like I said, it just makes it pop a little bit. So we really need to kind of thicken up that edge. And again, this is not something you have to do, but the other reason I like doing it too is, let's say I wanted to color this image. It gives me a nice, bordered outline of where not to get outside the line. That way when I'm coloring it in, I can be a little bit more loose without going outside the lines and making it look super sloppy. So yeah, it's an option you can get used to. And what really is cool, like if you kind of take an ink pen, or if you have one of those fine tip Sharpies or inking pens for like comic books, it really makes it stand out and look cool, especially with the thicker edge on it. Now if you notice, I'm only sticking with the outside line. So if you are new to the channel, that's what I usually do, is just hit up the outside of the character. Again, just kind of make it pop up. But pretty much anything that has an open space as well, or negative space, I hit that up and make that look thicker as well too. Again, just to kind of really accentuate the image and make it stick out. Okay. So for something like this where it's got a little bit more detail, it takes a little bit longer to do, and that's fine. I know I like to try to meet people's attention spans. I know people want quick little 10-minute things, but I'm a firm believer in step-by-step instructions. Nothing against the other YouTube channels that do the time-lapse stuff. I just personally, as someone, if I was thinking like, hey, I want to learn how to do this, watching it step by step and hearing the process of why you're doing certain things, just for me anyway, has always been more beneficial, because I'm a visual and auditory learner. So just hearing the thought processes of other artists and things kind of has always been cool to me. You can learn a lot from that. So that's why I've kind of always just kind of stuck with this method. And again, just goes to show that the money making aspect is not the thing for me on here, just because it's easier knowing that my subscribers are at least learning how to draw. The ones who actually want to learn are willing to take the time in a 30-minute, 40-minute video to actually learn how to do this stuff. And you're only going to grow as an artist from there. So let's, almost done. We're just going to get down to this leg down here and around the shoe, and that should do it. So again, you can see how that's making it pop and stand out. And then if I was to add color or something to it, it would make it a lot better for yourself to just kind of make it really stand out in your sketchbook. So let's say this method's really cool. Like let's say I'd sketched up a bunch of different versions of Mickey, like the sketched out ideas, and then I did this one in the central image and it stands out. It really tends to pop. So it's kind of cool for your character designs. But that is going to do it for our Tiny Tuesday video. I want to thank you for stopping by. For those of you who stuck around for the whole video, I really do appreciate you. Remember to like, share, subscribe if you're new to the channel or already a part of it. Leave me a comment, help guide you in this so that I can get you what you want. Other than that, have a wonderful day. Remember to keep sketching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right? Bye.